What is going on, guys? It is the young lion, the dashing Ty Fulton here, and I am here and back with Crimson Mask for your NXT review. NXT was really hot tonight, in my opinion. We open up the show with Dom, Dirty Dom, your North American champion, and of course, everybody's favorite mommy, the women's world champion, Rhea Ripley. But they weren't the only two who opened up the show tonight. Ray and Dragon Lee pulled up in style. And I mean, when I tell you style, them boys pulled up in style. They pulled up in a North American Championship custom burnt burgundy Rolls Royce. And that boy Rey Mysterio got too much money. And I mean, he got too much money. Now, let's jump into our first match of the night. We had Axiom versus Ali, which was a very good match in my opinion. And I don't really have too many complaints. None if there are. So, we're getting a more serious Mustafa Ali. I mean, Mustafa is really taking his new role in NXT more seriously, and I appreciate it. He needs a more serious character, and the WWE is allowing him to do that. We get Reggie doing his heel Reggie thing, coming out, causing a commotion. Did Axiom get injured when he went for the splash onto the outside? I don't know. He seemed fine during the rest of the match, in my opinion. But Ali did try and pull his mask off. Heel tactics, in my opinion. And then pushed him. Which, I mean, that boy took a nasty fall. I wish you could have seen it. It was kind of nasty. He hit Axiom with a 450 splash, resulting in the win for Ali. We go backstage. And Schism is still mad about what happened last week because they saw the Creeds, and the Creeds were bumped out of NXT, so we not even supposed to be seeing the Creeds, but the Creeds done showed up, and they was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And now Schism was backstage the whole night, beating on everybody, asking, interrogating. Well, I wouldn't even say asking; they were literally interrogating people, saying, "Where are the Creeds? We know they're here. You know they're here. Where are they?" So they just beat everybody up in the backstage area throughout the whole night. Now, let's talk about the second match. And I mean, this is going to be my new favorite woman. I'm going to tune in to NXT every night just to see her. Miss Kalani Jordan. We're going to call her KJ for short. All right? And she faced off against someone I watch and know very, very well from her time in Japan, Miss Blair Davenport, aka or FKA, B. Priestley, the top effing gaijin, Ichiban, and if you don't know, that means number one in Japanese. Now you know. And I'm gonna let you know right now, Miss Kalani Jordan, KJ, she don't just look good, but she got the skills to pay the bills. That young lady can wrestle. And I'm very, very excited to see what she's going to do. I'm keeping an eye on Kalani because I love me some Kalani. I'm going to tell you that right now. Moving on, going back to the backstage area. We got everybody's favorite guy, Von Wagner. We going to call him Wags, all right? My boy Wags. Talking about he gonna put Bronny boy, old Braun Breaker, through a table tonight. Table for one reserved for Braun Breaker. That's what Wags wants. He gonna give him it. We moving on to our third match of the night, and I love Heritage Cup matches. I love NXT UK. Wish it would come back one day, hopefully. But yeah, we got our Heritage Cup match with Tyler Bate and Noam Dar. And for those who haven't got to see it, Noam Dar did pay a little homage to Michael Jordan's Space Jam because Noam Dar got some secret stuff. It's water. But it's secret stuff at the same time, giving Noam a little boost for his match against TB Tyler Bate. The big strong boy. It was a good match. It was a very good match. And TB picked up the win for the fake Heritage Cup. I almost forgot to mention that. It's not the real Heritage Cup. It's the fake Heritage Cup. They needed it to get Noam out of the funk that he was in because he was so sad and depressed and was being nonverbal, which was very good because Noam can talk. The dude can talk for days, just like me when it comes to wrestling. But with this win, with the fake Heritage Cup, I hope that Tyler Bate gets a real Heritage Cup match. Because you're wasting talent, WWE, on Tyler Bate. You're wasting talent. You're wasting talent in Tyler Bate, not on him, in Tyler Bate. Because Tyler Bate can literally carry NXT on his back if he wanted to. The dude is entertaining. He'll keep your eyes glued to the screen even if you don't like wrestling. The dude is just entertaining. Moving on, we got Ilya Dragunov wanting to face off against Trick Williams. He want to talk to Trick Williams, meaning headbutt him in the face. That's the way Ilya Dragunov talks to people, by headbutting their teeth out of their mouth. But we also get a little backstage scuffle between Dijak and Wesley because they both jockeying for Carmelo Hayes' NXT championship. Dijak believes that he can bring justice to NXT if he wins that championship. Wesley's pretty much, I've been working my ass off for years. And I mean, the kid has been working his butt off. I don't even know why I called him a kid. He older than me. The dude has been working his ass off for years. And I mean, I've been watching him since Impact. Yeah, I'm an Impact wrestling guy. Judge me. But dude's got talent. And I would love to see him as the NXT champion one day. Great promo between Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams. And Trick can talk that talk. I mean, dude can talk that talk. Something like The Rock. And I know that's going to stir up a lot because I just mentioned Trick and The Rock in the same sentence. But they got me excited for their match at Heatwave. That's all I'm going to really say. I did skip one match because I felt it was very unnecessary to talk about. And I'm going to just pinpoint this. Regal needs to come save his son. You need to come save Dempsey because being grouped with Gulak and Butterball is not going to work out. It's not going to work out. The dude's got too much talent. Got the look. He's got that mean William Regal look. I mean, William Regal has success. His son can have success too. Just don't need to be grouped around punching bags. I'm going to keep phrasing superstars who don't matter, in my opinion, as punching bags. You don't need to be grouped around people like that. Ray is in the backstage area talking to the future of the women's division in Tia Hall and Roxanne Perez. Tia Hall is excited. Roxanne keeping her cool. Talking about yes. I'm ready and I'm going to continue to prove myself in NXT. Once Ray was done talking to them, here come Chase. T Hall's still mad at Chase for throwing in the towel at the Great American Bash and still not talking to Chase. Hopefully their relationship gets better because I love Chase U. Chase U for life. Chase U. Anyways, we're going to move on to, I'm calling it match 4. This is the 5th match, but I'm calling it match 4. We talking about Double B, Braun Breaker versus Von Wagner, Wags, which was a very good match. But Double B, Braun Breaker got the dub with the spear, but didn't get the last laugh because Wags put him through a table and Double B, Braun Breaker, the badass, got tabled. That's it. Schism, like I said earlier, still walking around, talking that trash, talking about we want the creeds. Oh, but guess who they run into? The tag team champions, Tony D'Angelo in stacks. And the dyad are like, well, you got something else we want. We want those NXT Tag Team Championships. And they gonna get that match obliged. Because next week, we are going to get the NXT Tag Team Championship match. Tony D'Angelo and Stacks versus the dyad of Schism. I miss the Grizzled Young Barons. That's all I'm going to say about that. I miss them. What's up with Los Lotharios? Had a weird little vignette. Texting back and forth. Laying in bed. I don't know. They need to get it together. They need to get it together. My favorite part of the show was out in the parking lot, of all places. Was there a brawl? No. But I mean, there was a verbal brawl. A verbal beatdown, I might say. Because my boy Trick got treats. And it's not even Halloween. My boy Trick got treats and it's not Halloween. Let me tell you about it. And that boy Trick Williams tore a hole in Gulak, Butterball, and Charlie Dempsey. Charlie Dempsey didn't deserve it because Charlie Dempsey is a star. But Gulak and Butterball, Damon Kemp, I can care less. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory got a new hole tore in him tonight. Ain't that something? Now, we moving on to our main event, the North American Championship match versus Dirty Dom Mysterio and Dragon Lee, which was a very good match, but I was very tired, so I had a very hard time paying attention to this match. It was interesting, though. Just had a hard time paying attention because I was so tired. Dominic is still the North American champion with the help of Mommy Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator, the Women's World Champion. But that wasn't the end of the show right there. Ira Valkyrie then came out trying to put that work on someone she look up to, someone she call a mentor, putting that work on Rhea. They had a conversation earlier in the night backstage. Lyra talking about, I beat JC Jane. I proved myself. Now what? Now what? I'ma whoop you. And that's exactly what Lyra did. She done came out and tried to put that work on my meat. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. And now we're going to transition into a little something more my speed. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. But we're going to talk about a little bit of Stardom real quick. A little bit of Joshi Pro Wrestling. Some stories here. So Saki Kashima was kicked out of the Oedo Tai after their loss against the Queen's Quest in that 8-woman tag cage match, 10-woman cage match, because there was all the members were in there. It was a 10-woman cage match. They lost. Natsuka was not happy. Beat up Saki. A couple of weeks go by. Saki ain't got nowhere to go. And who does Saki turn to? The person she's scared of the most? Shuddy. Shuddy's like, all right, I'll take you under my wing. You can join God's Eye, but you're going to work out. You're going to really know how it feels to be a wrestler. There's no cheating. There's no scheming. You just fight. And poor Saki, I've been watching it on YouTube. Poor Saki. I mean, I hope she can hang. I hope she can hang with Shuddy because Shuddy is the real deal. Shuddy is the real deal. Another big interesting story, and I hope it leads to something. Suzuki wants to establish herself as a real threat in Stardom. She's been there for a while now, and she has the look, but she's just not threatening enough. And she's proven me wrong. If you can put your foot on SLK, the Dark Sky Tiger's head, and make her look like secondhand smoke, oh man, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm excited. I am excited for that. But another big story, and I know I'm kind of missing a couple of things. I don't want to make this too long. I'll probably try and get back to you with those other Stardom things. But this one more Stardom thing I want to talk about that interests me is Koga. Yeah, Koga. Miss Momo herself. Too many Momos in Japanese pro wrestling. Women's pro wrestling. Too many Momos, but I love it. Will Momo be the New Japan Strong Women's Champion? Will she beat my favorite Joshi pro wrestler? MFGDs knows what I call her. The Japtalion. I almost butchered it. The Japtalion Stallion Julia. No, you're not beating the Japtalion Stallion. You're not beating the Japtalion Stallion. She beat Willow Nightingale, and Momo, you ain't beating her. Wham! Cry about it. This was your NXT review with the Young Lion. We back, baby. So excited to talk about wrestling and give you my opinions and fill you in on stuff you didn't know. We back, Crimson Mask Gang, or Mask Gang. Is the always dashing Young Lion. Keep it here with Crimson Mask.